J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. We're going to go ahead and chop it up for Power, Raising Kanan. On this podcast tonight, just talk a little bit about season 4 and what's going down, a couple theories and thoughts, because, of course, it drops this Friday. It's been a year in waiting. It seemed like it's been longer, but the last season ended in February of 2024. So we're pretty much on track. I mean, it's March of 25. So it's just a few days off from when the last season ended. I guess they started actually about a month or two off, because the season started, I guess, in 23. Season 3 started in 23 and it ended in February of 24, started in like November or December of 23, something like that. And now it's kind of getting, I guess, a little later start, just starting in March. But as we know, it's been a lot of things happening with the show, whether it's going to stay with Stars, whether 50 is happy with Stars. And then, even though 50 having the beef with Meech, that's with BMF TV show. It doesn't really have anything to do with the Raising Kanan franchise. So I don't think that was a factor. But anyway, we're back, and I think that we're gonna see some bodies drop this season. I really do. I don't think that people gonna get out of this. I think his uncle's in trouble. I think Lulu may end up being a tweaker. If he end up making it out of this season alive, he may be on that Ready Rock, trying to, cope with everything he been with. He gonna end up like Pookie talking about some never had, never will. He keep calling me, man. Keep calling me, Scotty. That's my Pookie New Jack City impression. Let me get a couple of these comments right quick, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. DeMarcus Vaughn, first in the building. What's good with you, fam? I appreciate you. All of y'all that was waiting for me to get it ready. It was a couple little updates I wasn't expecting. It slowed me down. StreamYard got a new update. I think I may be using a different platform pretty soon to stream, because I want to grow my Twitch audience. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to me on Twitch, because one of the things that's happening is a lot of people are not getting notifications on YouTube. And also, I'm going to plan a few different things. I'm glad I remembered this. So Twitch has a couple things different than YouTube, such as like 24-hour streaming, multiple day streaming and things. And so what I was thinking about doing is like putting together compilation videos. I got like playlists, and I've got over 2,000 videos. So sometimes people like to look at videos, or sometimes people play stuff when they go to sleep. Well, I was thinking of maybe putting like my season 1 Raising Kanan together into one video, like maybe a 2-hour video or so, or 3 hours or whatever. It'll probably be longer than that. It'll be probably 10 hours. Maybe make it in like a 10-hour video, one block, and then just put it out there. And then, people could just put it on there and press play, let it ride. Maybe season 2, put it into one block. And if anything, I might do that and then put it on Twitch. That's what I'm going to do. And then it'll run like a TV channel. And I'll just keep having content playing on there nonstop, 24/7 on Twitch. And also I'll still pop in and go live and different stuff. But I was trying to think of different ways to change up the content and things. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, something interesting. But it's just getting really expensive to do this, with streaming and everything. And I don't have a lot of money or a big following like that where I get a lot of money type things to pay for all of these things. I pay for a lot as it is. And so I'm just trying to think of ways to reuse the content. Maybe some people forgot some things. Maybe whatever, missed some things. Maybe you want to go to sleep hearing my boring voice. Who knows? Some people like listening to monotone noise and go to sleep. But let me know in the comments what you think. I was thinking about doing it. I got over 2,000 something videos. I can do a compilation for Empire, for all the Power seasons, each season from all the OG Power and all of that. So I was thinking of doing that BMF compilation, and you could just let it ride for 5-6 hours or something like that. Anyway, just a thought. Damian Kenny, what up? What up? How you feeling, bro? I hope everything is good with you, man. DeMarcus Vaughn with the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Coming in, sharing and spreading a little love in the building. Hey, every little bit count, man. You say, do I think Unique is Breeze? I think that might be the case, actually. And thanks for that super chat again for spreading love the Brooklyn way. But I actually, man, I made a video about Unique last year about his death and everything, and I never put it out, never finished it. I didn't even realize, I forgot I even made it until I was going through my computer. I'm like, oh man, I should have put this video out. I got a couple videos like that on this computer, Godfather, Father video, a couple other things. I need to finish it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish it and just redo the video. Maybe try to finish it tonight or tomorrow. But I think he could say he's Breeze now. Nah, he dead. You can call me Breeze, because I'm going to blow you away. Blam. Matter of fact, let me get my gun. Hold on. I should have had it. I'm going to grab it with this grabber since I'm live on the air. What's his name again? Unique. This is my gun, like the Joker when he pulled out that big long gun. You could call me Breeze. Just a grabber. Anyway, he gonna come back through that mud like, hey, you had your chance when I was playing nice. No more Mr. Nice drug dealer. Nah, I think that would be a possibility. Finally, because people been talking about Unique and they've been talking about Breeze forever. And I think actually, if it was a chance for him to now become somebody different, Breeze, because I mean, that's probably the biggest character in TV that ain't nobody ever seen or heard of. I think that could be a possibility, especially since they have him looking kind of a dark character now. I mean, dark as in bad guy. Because actually, I think he was probably a very beloved character, a lot of people's favorite. But they didn't turn him into the crackhead. Now they done cracked his head open. It messed him up pretty good. So, he got that Scarface. That ain't cute no more. So with that, I think, he didn't got changed. He didn't got reinvented. And coming from myself, speaking on going through some changes and having to reinvent yourself, I didn't change my name or nothing like that, but I did have to change my ways to a certain extent, because what I used to do, I can no longer do anymore. How I used to make money or provide or get around or things I would fix or do, I could no longer do. I had to change my ways. I had to change things up. I had to think differently. And after what he went through with his brother being left for dead, the game is changing. The game was already changing, and it was getting a little difficult for him. He used to be running the block, and he was the man. Now he working for Rock. And even his brother called him out on that one. So it was a changing environment already. Then he damn near got changed. And if you know what I'm talking about from the streets, that means getting taken out the game, getting the substitution call when you wasn't trying to get, out the game. Anyway, he done went through a lot of changes. Rock, she gonna be on top of the game when we see her, because all the moves she made, and then with him being gone, it's all benefiting her. Now, he was hitting that. And if I was him, I would still smash, because he knows that was his brother on some hating, beef, tweaking, not my brother's keeper type ish. And so I wouldn't be mad at Rock unless he done got some brain damage. He done got left out there in the woods, and the goat guy done got him and got up in him, changed him a little bit. But I don't know. I think they're unique. If I was in that situation, the first thing I'd be doing is taking Ronnie out. But I would also be careful, because he by himself to a certain extent. He don't really have a crew no more, no money, no product. So if I'm by myself, I would do surveillance. I would be knowing where everybody's going, what they doing, who they with. If I saw Ronnie hanging with Rock, then she in trouble. Trouble. DeMarcus, you say, why unique Scar look like Michael Jordan dunking the basketball? It does, don't it? Oh, snap. Dude, that's the hand right there, the Jumpman hand. This the head right up here with a little bit of breeze going through his hair right here. That's his other arm. That's the body, and that's the leg spread open. Damn, that is the Jordan Jumpman. That is the Jordan Jumpman right there. That's the head, the arms, the body, and the legs. They say, you like Nikes, Nick? You like Nike? I'm gonna make you read my Nikes. I gave him some Willie D. I'm gonna make you read my Nike. Fool. I'm gonna make you read my Nikes. I love Willie D from back in the day. His raps, boy, he used to be so country, but you could feel Willie D. What? I'm gonna make you read my Nike. Willie D. I didn't know back in the day that he wrote all the Bushwick's rhymes, though. Let's see, DeMarcus, you say Phil Russo could get permission from the 5 families for 5 to wax Stefano. Well, we'll see. I have to see how that benefit him, if he's going to be able to take over that territory and make that money. But I think this show is pretty much close to over. I don't think it'll go past 5 seasons. They may have luckily got to 4 with it. It seemed like every season we had to wait to see if it's renewed. It was never told that the show would be renewed ahead of time. At least I don't remember that. So the reason I'd say this might be their final season, and we may see some stuff get wrapped up, because also keep in mind they got that new spinoff coming with Ghost and Tommy. If anything, this may be the end of this season. We may see Kanan rolled into that new show for a couple episodes, and that may be the end of it, in my opinion, because they look how long it's been taking to get to the 4th season of this show. It started a little late. It's been budget cuts in the industry across the board. So, and I think it's a great show, probably the best out of the Power universe, except for maybe the first Power. The first few seasons of that was really good. But yeah, man, it's gonna be sad to see, but I think it's about to be over with. Jimbo, what up, Jimmy? How you doing, man? Checking in on Facebook. I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all, if y'all ain't subscribed already to my Twitch, go ahead and subscribe to the Facebook as well, because that's how you can get the notifications. And now also I'm gonna be trying a couple new ways to bring some content out and things. And also I want to give a big shout out and a special thank you to all of the people that's been members of the YouTube channel for so long, supporting the channel. Definitely appreciate y'all. It's been some ups and downs for sure, but y'all been stuck with me, and I appreciate it. Also, here's my Twitter put down there. Although I used to stream on Twitter, I don't stream on Twitter anymore because he charges. Elon Musk want more money, so now you got to pay to stream on Twitter. I'm thinking about going back to Twitter and paying. I just need to make some more money. That's the problem. That's the problem. With all of these things you got to pay for, I don't make no money anymore on this thing. Not that it was. The thing is, with our community, we don't have the kind of extra income that other people communities have, and so they're able to support their people a lot more and have more money, hire staff. Like if I was able to at least get $1 from things, I could be able to hire staff, go on tour. I could do monthly giveaways of money. I used to do giveaways of money, but I didn't have that much and I was going broke. But I'd be able to do giveaways of money, help people with their bills once a month, because people call and ask me, text me, and I send some money or this or that, because I have helped before. But I don't have it like that, and I can only do but so much. And it would be good. I would like to help more. I could be the Black Beast, Black Mr. Beast. I could be helping out our community. But it is what it is, you know? So I'm not able to do that. I would like to, but I can't. But hey, that's getting sidetracked. I wanted to help the community and like Kanan, you know what I'm saying? One sack at a time. I want to go ahead and shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what, Lulu? But I don't want to be like my mama. I don't want people to see my mama when they see me. Well, what you gonna do there, little man? What's that? Pops and sweets. Let's see. DeMarcus Vaughn. If Raising Kanan aired first before OG Power, would Power be as popular as it is now? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a great point. And also, people should be aware of this in life. Confirmation bias or recency bias, whatever's the newest people think is already the best of all time, or things like that. But or if something was first, it's hard to say something else that come after it is better because it was first. It's not a race. And also it's art. And art is hard to judge because one person is just your opinion. But I think that Raising Kanan corrected probably some of the problems that happened with book 2 to week, because it got a little too Saved by the Bellish, a little too cheesy in my opinion, and they brought it back down to the street level, grimy, and it does have a couple little cheesy fluff moments where they, you know, shoot 1 million people and get away or something, but For the most part, I think this was a good show. And if this would have came out first, like it should have, since it's a prequel, then we see Ghost and Tommy grown up and stuff like that. Grown 50 Cent. I don't think it would have worked, to be honest. I mean, the show would have been probably good, but I don't think it would have been considered the best out of the Power universe because people would have been comparing 50 Cent to trying to act like that kid versus that kid trying to act like 50 Cent. And different things I think would have worked in their disadvantage like that. Yo, Adrian. You say, I thought you was watching Severance. I am watching Severance. I just, man, I haven't had time to put together some of this content. That's why I say I wish I had a little more support, man. I could hire somebody to help me. I did find this AI program that really, I can't wait to start using it. I think I'm gonna have to try to slap it on a card or something. But it's like $250 for the program. But that would help a lot. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that AI program. And then with that, then that would relieve a lot of pressure from me. And I can kick out more content like Severance and other shows. I've been watching American Primeval and other things that I want to talk about and share. And it would make it a lot easier for me to do. So, but Severance is an excellent show. And I even got notes and ideas and thoughts about that. And I know what the season 2 finale comes out this Friday, just like Power. And I've been thinking, like, how am I going to do a review for both? I might have to do a Severance review in the afternoon. But Severance is very good. And I'm glad you reminded me. And I do want to do it because it's a mind screw. You know, it's good because you as a human want to solve puzzles. We like puzzles and figuring stuff out. And Severance is like a big puzzle in my head. I'm like trying to figure it out. What are they doing? What is really happening? And I got some ideas on what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to I think it's some type of Illuminati type stuff, but I think they're doing something with the human mind or something. Or it could even be aliens. But that show is so weird, man. It's really good. It's very intriguing. It's not scary. It's not action necessarily or this or that. It's just it really keep your mind wondering and working like what is going on. Anyway, Anthony Cole, famous about to be some famous Amos cookies. Famous Amos cookies are fire. He ain't got no skills like that. He about to just get cooked. Famous, I think, will be a tweaker as well. So this season, I think it might be some tweakers on the rise. Famous might start smoking that Ready Rock because, you know, he tweaking, he's scared. He might think that might be helpful for him to relax. I just needed to relax, bro. Lulu, I think, might end up tweaking out. And Marvin used to be a tweaker. I wouldn't put it past Marvin to go back, especially if something go wrong with Jukebox. But then again, Jukebox, we already know that she grows to be an adult and ends up being a cop. So who knows? But and that's another thing I don't like because we know too much about some of these people and what happens. But anyway, he about to get cooked. The Marcus Vaughn think that Unique will smoke Marvin to get back at Rock. Huh? I don't know about that. Why would he do that? Why would he smoke Marvin to get back at Rock? I don't get that one. DeMarcus, it would be interesting if Marvin smoked Famous. This because Jukebox and Kanan to fight caused Jukebox and Kanan to fight, and Jukebox give Kanan that scar on his neck. Ah, you done thought that one out. I don't know if Marvin got taken out, why would Jukebox and Kanan fight? And yeah, that would hurt Rock because that's her brother, but I don't know why he would do that to get back at her. He could just steal her stuff or just get her. but I wouldn't put anything past it. Mr. Thorne, what's good, my brother? Long time no see in the chat. I'm glad to see you back. You say I personally can't stand it when TV shows and movies go backwards. It throws off the story. I agree, man. I agree 100%. It's a problem with Hollywood when they have a successful product and they want to get more money. I mean, it's a business, the music business, entertainment business, film business, industry, whatever. And you get something good. Oh, wow, that was good. How can we make more? Make a part 2, make a part 3. Well, damn, let's go back in the beginning. Let's make a part 4, but make it a part 1. Sometimes they pull it off, sometimes they don't. Yeah, Severance is, I don't know if it's the best, but it's up there. It is really good. And I got a copy of Severance season 1 that I'm gonna do a giveaway when I do my Severance review. So make sure y'all come through. Miguel, what's good, fam? What's good? Power Book 4 is coming back, but that will be their final season, and that'll be it. So they canceled Book 4, but it is coming back for one more season. Miguel, you say I heard somewhere Marvin gonna get killed this season. Shake my head. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said earlier, I think this may be the last season for this show. And I think it's a lot of budget cuts. People want to do something different. And they already starting another prequel, a prequel to the prequel. They babies. We're gonna see them being born. I want to be a kingfish. And prequel to the prequel to the prequel. We were seeing his mama get screwed. We gonna see what his daddy did. So anyway, and the prequel to the prequel is the Ghost and Tommy show. Anyway, we'll see. Miguel, you said you was reading Tony Danza and the gangsters gonna take out Marvin. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Marvin, he wasn't he messing with Tony Danza people when he was the mailman and he went through dropping off special deliveries. But then again, I can see them I can see Tony Danza and the mob taking out Marvin to get back at Rock. I don't see Unique doing that. But yeah, it's good. I know about Screen Rant. Miguel, you say it was a site called Screen Rant. It's probably a rumor. I've seen Screen Rant before, so they just doing pretty much the same thing I'm doing, but they print their things too. They have a crew. So like you can transcribe or pretty much print a video, transcribe and get it all printed, then print it, and then it's on a news feed somewhere because you could put your stories on Newsbreak, which I was thinking about doing, putting my stuff on Newsbreak, and then you can reach more people. Plus, you look more legit because now it's printed. People be like, "Oh, Screen Rant. Oh, J Moore reviews. This like Cisco and Ebert. Okay, we gonna read this. He reading a good review. Okay, he got 5 stars like the New York Times. J Moore reviews. We gonna listen. What did J Moore reviews site say? That's why I need to be able to hire staff. Then I can do more movies, TV shows. I'll review everything ever made. I was thinking about that actually, and you know how much time it takes to watch all this stuff? I was just thinking like, man, I spend a lot of time watching stuff. Anyway, let's see. You say Mekhi Curtis was on Good Day by this morning. He said they shoot in season 5 now. That's crazy. Okay, well, then I'm sure that'll be their last one because they did do 5 seasons for all the other shows. So the Marvin could realize that Unique is creating all this chaos until you find that body. He ain't die. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that they moved on with their life in a way without finding Unique's body or really trying to figure out what the hell happened to him. I think that's kind of messed up. If I was him, I'd be mad at Rock. Like, why you ain't looking for me? You should be holding a candlelight vigil. Mr. Thorne, I just learned that 50 canceled BMF after Meach took that pick with Rick Ross. Damn. Well, technically, it's not canceled. Technically, it's not canceled, but 50 Cent said he's gonna cancel it. And so, you know, it hadn't came out yet, so we'll see. I think they already filmed the season, but then again, who knows? Razul Thomas, what's up, Razul? That's a new name I ain't seen before. Appreciate you coming through. There's 5 seasons for book 3. Okay. That's what he was just saying, that they was just filming now. So yeah, they made 5 seasons. They didn't make 5 seasons for book 4 though. They only did 3 because they did cancel book 4, but they did film a 3rd season. So that's the final one though. DeMarcus Vaughn, it would be ironic and come full circle since Power started off with Ghost smoking Miguel Alvarez and Force in with Tommy smoking Miguel Garcia. Yeah, that was a very good pilot episode. That's probably, as a single episode of TV can go, that's a really good episode. You see him as the businessman. He go down, beat up dudes, smoke them, go back up. He had a little blood on his little tank top. He done made love to his woman. He done made money. He done popped somebody. He running his business. They kind of had a little bit of everything in there. Raising his kids. They hit all the little angles. And the black man telling the white man what to do. That was a winner. Straight up. Damian Kenny with all the prequels. 50 gonna be outside standing in the field holding up baby Tommy and Ghost like Kunta did with Kizzy. They gonna be holding up D-box. My show instead of my son. My show is born. That's what he gonna do. My show is born. DeMarcus Vaughn, 50 Cent has a new show called Hip Hop Cop. A lot of people don't know this, but 50 Cent most of his shows have failed, to be honest. Only the Power and BMF stuff really took off. What was that? Your Honor or whatever? That only went 2 seasons, didn't work. He got the one comedy show, 50 Central, didn't work out. 50 Cent ain't funny like that. You may be saying funny stuff to your friends while y'all drinking and whatever, but you ain't a comedian. That's just like T.I. saying funny stuff around his people, but being a comedian is totally different mindset. Anyway, I give him props for trying and coming up with new ideas. And hey, he got the funding and the connections to make it work. Keep coming up with stuff. Keep doing it. So getting back to some predictions and things for season 4. 50 Central was a comedy show he had, and it didn't do too good. That's why you ain't never heard of it. But getting back to some predictions. So people have been asking about Breeze since forever. And what happened is they never brought out nothing or finished the story. So fans been trying to fill it in themselves. Now, Kanan did say that Breeze kind of showed them the way. He looked up to him. It seems that this could fit. Now, yeah, he knows his real name, and he knows that his name is unique, but people switch up, change up, and he barely worked with or knew Unique as of right now. He wasn't on Unique's crew. He wasn't close to him like that. And Unique is older than him. I mean, he's smashing his mama. So in a way, that's like a daddy to him. Now, if his mama, Rock or whatever, is gone, and here's 50 Central, they had 15 episodes. It was on 2017 is when it came out. I saw one episode and I was like, okay, no. But hey, that's just my opinion. That's just my J-Mo review. I didn't know Michael Blackson made it on there. Or Vivica Fox, JB Smooth. He wasn't on. Tiffany Haddish, they was all in just one episode. The people that was on there the most, no. Anyway, Breeze could be Unique. You know what I'm saying? Because he could come back, switch it up. He trying to work and get people, you know what I'm saying, his team and crew together. He could end up using a new name so that people like Tony, Stefano, and Rock and them, they all don't pick up on what he doing, and he could kind of move silent, move in the shadows some. So, you know, it's a possibility. Also, I think Lulu, the reason I say Lulu could possibly not make it out of this season, and if he do, he might be a tweaker smoking that Ready Rock, getting high on his own supply, is because, of course, he mad and upset about all the people that's passed away and the girl and all of that stuff. And so, you know, he's been having a tough time with everything. He's been wanting to get out the game. And it seemed like Rock been keeping him in the game longer than he wants. It's like he's ready to crack. We already saw him pretty much crack before. So being a crack Rock is just the next step, logical to me. Marvin, he already almost got killed once in the projects. He already got a lot of enemies building up. And also, before the season ended, and I'm going to go and rewatch the last season again before they come back on. But the police is on him now. Because if I remember correctly, didn't they start looking for Marvin and they like, yeah, such and such. So he got a lot of problems coming up because they was wondering about the white girl that he took out the game. So I think Marvin got a lot of problems and angles that he ain't ready for. And then Rock is in trouble because she thought she was doing good moving out the hood, which is good because you're not supposed to, you know, take a poopy where you gonna eat. But it ain't working if you out there and everybody knows where you live. Well, that's messed up. She should have stayed in the projects because she could have had more protection from her people and everything. You can't have 10 people or whatever hanging out at your house over there in that white neighborhood. It's gonna be suspicious. So she don't have much protection. Her protection was anonymity, but everybody know where she at. So I think Rock in trouble. Now, Patina Miller did an amazing job on this show. Beautiful, great actress. She may not be taking out the game of this show, but I think she definitely gonna be compromised because one of the main things that they've been saying this season and showing is that Kanan don't want to be associated with her. He don't want to be pretty much looked at as a mama's boy in the game. And so with that being said, that's already a conflict of interest now. Is he going to do something to her? Probably not. But then again, I think he's going to be manipulated to possibly do something to her by Pops and Sweets because they're competing businessmen at this point. And so if he gets manipulated by Pops and Sweet to make this move or that move, he ain't going to be thinking about he's stepping on her toes or this go against this or that. Anybody else, she'd be mad, step to him. It might be a war. But with him doing it, she probably can't do anything. Her hands are tied. So, which would be a great thing to have if you was Pops and Sweet, because I would use Kanan to take over all her stuff. And what could she do? You gonna take out your own son over the dope game? So that's one way to steal all her stuff and put her out of business. And she really can't do anything about it when she could come after Pop and Sweet. But then again, Kanan could just get elevated to where they was. And now he really making those moves. Now what you gonna do? So I think that she in a bad situation. And by him being young and wanting to make his name and get his money, and then growing up in this family, even though he ain't a dummy, he don't have any education. Like, at least they not playing like with Tariq, trying to make him go to school and make all these moves and taking people out the game and all this stuff. Like, that's too much. At least they just let him be a dropout. That's more realistic. Most people doing all of this and was running the streets and in this game, they wasn't doing no homework. They didn't see a future in going home doing no homework. They ain't making no money. They losing money. They wasting time. I could have been on the block. I could have moved a couple packs. I could have made a couple $100. Instead, I'm doing homework. Abraham Lincoln, Emancipation Proclamation. Yeah, that'll make me money. They don't see how this works. So he's trapped in a lot of ways at this point. Trapped at the time period. It ain't like the internet where he had all kind of options and things. So he trapped by the time period he grew up in. He trapped by the mentality of that time period, and then he trapped by the family he grew up in because his family is drug dealers and killers. And that's what he grew up seeing, and fast money, and then they got away with it. So he don't see them shot up or in jail. He kind of messed up. He ruined in a way. So let's see. DeMarcus Vaughn, you say Rock and Kanan have a relationship like Joyce and Rock. Rock crying over the death of Joyce Thomas. Yeah, Joyce Thomas. Who you talking about? The mama? I ain't to rewatch the Joyce Thomas. You say Jukebox might get her first body saving Marvin. I would say that she would do it, but I don't think that she's gonna be in that position. I think if anything, she might be in that position to save Kanan, which is probably why it was so hard for him to take her out the game in Power, because they were like brother and sister. They were like all they had at one point as family. So I'm guessing that Rock, Marvin, Lulu, all will be out the game at some point soon. And it's going to be just him and Jukebox. And with that, I think that's why we'll see the connection like that. I don't think that, and I think he may even do something to save her, vice versa, which, could make their bond even stronger. And maybe that's why she was so upset and wanted to defend him so bad. And Power, maybe she always had his back or something like that, to the point of having to take drastic measures. And maybe we'll see some of those drastic measures or whatever. I wouldn't put it past DeMarcus Vaughn. You say Snaps and Pop could manipulate Kanan to drop Stefano. Kanan could get his own connect. That's true, and that wouldn't be bad, because as far as they know, Kanan is still green. He ain't took nobody out of the game yet. Has he? They don't know about it, at least. If he did Kanan take somebody out of the game? I don't remember him making no substitutions. But that would definitely improve some loyalty to Snap, Crackle, Pop. You know what I mean? They might be ready to, bring them in, spread some of that wealth even more with them. But then again, they could realize, we got us a little goon. Manipulate him even more. Make him do things that cause a problem between him and Rock. If he took Stefano out, that would be a problem for Rock, because that's her connect. And she already having problems and issues as it is. So she ain't gonna be able to find another connect that easy. Okay, Joyce's rock mother. Yeah. Ain't that who did I say it was? We got him forgot already. Anyway, I got a couple other things I want to bring up right quick before we get up out of here. What was it? Roy Ayers. Shout out to Roy Ayers, the legend. Everybody loves the sunshine. Roy Ayers, the musical legend, just recently passed away, unfortunately. And I want to give a shout out to Roy Ayers for that, legendary career and life. I'm trying to get to the Roy Ayers, 84 years old, 4 years younger than my mom. My mom, man, she's blessed. She's an OG. My mom is an OG, man. She's still running around and fussing and cussing and having a good time. But Roy Ayers, 84 years old. I remember in high school when I was first getting mixtapes put together for ladies and trying to get out of the rap so much and be able to put on some baby maker music. I was getting the Isley Brothers and the Roy Ayers and all of that on there. And yeah, man. Gone but not forgotten, man. Roy Ayers. Look good right here too, man. But none of us make it out of here alive at the end of the day. So do what you can. Make your mark and make sure you do what you can for your family and friends and people, whatever. But Roy Ayers, jazz great, 84 years old. Rest in peace, my brother, Roy Ayers. Yeah, it's a lot of people getting taken out the game, man, lately, man. It's been a bunch, hasn't it? I mean, every time I look up, it's somebody else that's gone. It's a couple more people on here that's gone. That is really unfortunate, because even Roy Ayers at 84 years old, he lived a full life. But life is difficult and nobody's life is perfect. Everybody has something they probably would like to do over, correct, fix, whatever. But at the same time, when it's time to go, most of us don't want to go. We still want to stay and finish something, do something, and then people miss you as well. Your friends, loved ones miss you, and you miss them, and it's just weird where we complain, we say this, we don't want to do that, blah blah blah. But when it's about time to go, everybody like, hold up, wait a minute. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I still stick around a little longer, And that's the truth of it all, That's why you got to really try to make the most out of every day. And it's hard. It is hard to make the most out of every day because we have so many days. We think we got more, but you don't know how many you got. None of us do. And you never know what may happen. This YouTuber, I'm not familiar with him, Andrew Cross, 36 years old. He passed away 1 month after a car accident. He was on life support. He got taken off life support. And he was a Colorado-based creator known as the Desert Drifter. And he had a traumatic brain injury, a TBI. And that's one thing that I learned about when I was in my accident. They were telling me how fortunate I was. And I didn't see it at the time, but they were like, good thing you didn't have a traumatic brain injury. Good thing you didn't get hit in the head. And I would be thinking, I'm still paralyzed. Like, I can't walk. But the most important thing is your mind, because you can still function and do things as long as you have your mind together. Your body can be wrecked. Your body could be wrecked. You could be paralyzed from the neck down like Christopher Reeve was and still have your mind and be able to do things. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's horrible. I mean, it's still, it's not good, but you can have a perfect body, no injuries, and just get hit upside the head, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So you need your mind, you know, and that's why I was talking to somebody, and as I'm older and things, and I think about fights or playing football and getting hit upside the head and different things, I wouldn't encourage that to nobody to get hit in the head, you know. And for my friend I was talking to, he was saying he liked to fight this and that. And I'm like, man, you gonna get in the MMA? Like, nah. Hey, man, your brain is the most valuable thing, and then your body. Your brain and your body are so valuable, and I'm so sorry. Feel sorry for this man, you know, and his family. I know it was difficult when I was in the hospital for 2 months, and you got people there and they're crying and don't know what's happening, and they had to take him off of life support. And you know, it's a car accident. You know, people don't realize it, but that's one of the number one causes of death and injury in the United States. But we do it every day and don't think much of it. So I'll just say, man, at least wear your seatbelt. That's the one thing I know I wish I'd have put on my seatbelt. I didn't wear my seatbelt. I'm old school, I guess. And, you know, when I was growing up, my parents didn't make me wear a seatbelt in the car. I'd sit in the front seat, no seatbelt. I'm not blaming it on them. That's just the culture. People didn't wear seatbelts. Cars didn't have seatbelts for first, you know, so they didn't have them. Then it was just a lap belt. Then they come out with this stuff. But anyway, I knew better. I was in my 30s. You know, I knew the rules. I knew what was happening. I chose not to. I thought it was whatever. So anyway, got to try to protect yourself better out here. And last but not least, Angie Stone. She passed away, and reason I'm bringing it up right here is that she was trying, or someone was raising money with a GoFundMe for her, and GoFundMe blocked it and sent money back. That's one thing I need to make sure and get my affairs in order. Is I don't want to have people doing the GoFundMe and stuff. And that's what happens for a lot of us in our community, is that we ain't prepared, unfortunately. And when it's over, people got to try to raise money to put you in the garbage, throw you away. My father drive me crazy with these things every other day. Is he talking as if we didn't have this conversation? That's part of him losing his mind. So and I don't. Woo. Anyway, I'm about to start doing some member only lives and start having some more community vent sessions. But you know, Angie Stone, they raised thousands of dollars, $12,000 for her, but GoFundMe banned it and said all the donations are being returned. And the organizer was Linda Pierce. And I guess she was doing this in Angie Stone's name, and it wasn't approved by Angie Stone. And so she was going to try to make some money off of that. So be careful. Be careful out there, because a lot of people, especially, man, Americans, I think we do have a good heart. I think even though a lot of Americans may be going through difficult times, and even our community, we don't have a lot of disposable income, but I think people give if they can, when they can, and just be careful, don't get taken advantage of. I tell my damn daddy all the time, hey, man, stop trying to send $5 to every text message talking about they need your help to save some party, Democratic Party or something. They don't need your money. You need that $5 more than them. They blew $1 billion in 60 days. They don't need your $5. Keep your money. So it's always somebody out there with a scam and things. And so You gotta be careful out there these days. Double check everything and make sure you good. You know, DeMarcus Vaughn, you said R.I.P. Angie Stone. No More Rain was my favorite Angie Stone song. Yeah, I know. And you know what else? There's some people that have evil heart, or I'll say it this way: people can compartmentalize, meaning they can steal from you, set up a GoFundMe in a different person's name and steal all that money, or do some internet stuff, scam you. I've seen on Vice, go on Vice, YouTube, phone scammers where they interview people in Jamaica and stuff. They'd be like, they don't care. Because they be like, I'm in a worse situation. You stupid. You shouldn't have did it. You don't know better at this point in time, then you a dummy. I'm going to take your money. Like they said it, this is women. Women said this. So be careful, because they don't give a damn that you can't pay your bills. They don't give a damn they took your life savings or you can't do this or that. They robbed me one time. That I think y'all that watch the channel know, but I'll say it again. They robbed me one time, which was really upsetting to me because it was at Christmas time and I was trying to make more money for the channel and everything. And so I came across this business. This is how dirty it is. This is how I got, this is the only time I ever got scammed. I never bought the fake gold chain with the lighter and this stuff. I don't think I ever got scammed. This is the only time I got scammed. You know, and so anyway, I was speaking with this business and they said that they were gonna pay me to advertise on my car with like the magnet signs or whatever. They said they would pay me to advertise on my car. I said, okay, so we start talking this and that. They say they're gonna pay $3,000 to have the advertisement, the magnet on my car for like 30 days. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, send me the money or do whatever. So then next thing you know, like 2 days later or 3 days later, I get an envelope from FedEx and it had a check for like $5,000. It was 4,000 and some change. I'm like, oh snap. And it had the paper, whatever. So I called them up and then we talk and they like, yeah, okay, when you deposit the check, go over to this place, send them the money through Zelle. And then, well, he said, first, when you deposit the check, send the money from Zelle to this place so that they can be able to do the magnet stuff for you and get it ready. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, they didn't send 4,500 or 5,000 or whatever. Shoot, that's more than enough for what I got to pay. So they like, yeah, send them the 1,000 something or whatever. So I send them that or whatever. First, I waited till the check cleared. But actually, I didn't. That's the problem. What it is the bank credited it to my account after 24 hours, but it didn't officially clear. It doesn't. It takes about 5 to 7 business days for a check to clear still. And so after it was credited, then I'm go ahead, Zelle the money and Zelle them like $2,000 something. And so I'm like, man, why y'all don't just send them the money? And because then I started calling him and talking to the guy, some African dude. I should have known. No, you have to put the money. You have to do. I am a prince. Do you know I am a prince? You are talking to royalty. Okay. Now I want to do this with you. You want to do the sign. Okay. I have many clients. Okay. I have many clients. And I am Prince of Zambuza. Okay. It's next to Zambizi and Zamunda. I should have known better. Anyway, I'm like, all right, the whole time I'm doing, and then I'm talking to my bank to transfer, and they're like, I don't know. We think this is shady. I'm like, well, I talked to them and this and that. They said this and that. They like, all right, well, we'll send it. Soon as they send it, they should have told me the damn check ain't cleared. Anyway, I send the money. Soon as I send it, the check bounce, of course. And now I'm out. I'm glad I didn't send the whole amount of the check places and start doing it. But I ended up being out of the money that I Zelled, $2,000 something that I didn't have. I'm trying to get a job and make money. So they will rob you as a job seeker. You don't have to just be somebody and get scammed. You might think you're applying for a job and they'll take your social security number and run with it or something. You know, so be careful out there applying for jobs and stuff online and things and thinking you working with somebody and they'll scam you. That happened with this Amari Hardwick scam where this guy was posing as Amari Hardwick and tried to scam me. But anyway, that dude, what made me so mad is I contacted the police and everything, and even because that FedEx came from like Colorado or something. So I'm trying to get this dude busted. I'm mad, but at the same time, he done got some money off of me. Plus, we done talked a few times, so he done got bold. He keep calling me, talking about, yes, you have to send the rest of the money. I'm like, well, the bank said you gotta wait. Oh, that's okay. The bank is just waiting. They said that the money not there. Just send the rest of the money. And he like tried to get all of that 5,000 from me. After I told him, hey, the bank messed it up, this and that. Because at first I talked to him legit. And he like, oh no, that's just a banking issue. It will be completed. Don't worry. It is okay. You have to send the rest of the money for the appointment. Like he kept trying. And I'm like, man, well, right now I can't pay my rent. I might get evicted. He like, it's okay. Just make like I'm like, dude. Then after I couldn't finally get him busted and stuff after like 2 weeks. Like I tried for like 2 weeks. And then I'm like, hey man, you a piece of shit. You stole this money from me. I'm about to get evicted, thrown out the street, and you still asking me for more money. I hope you burn in the hockey sticks. HE devil hockey sticks, you piece of crap. And dude stayed on the phone and listened to me cuss him out the whole time. Which I give him credit because he could have hung up on me, right? But he listened and I gave it to him. And I'm like, you there? He's like, yes, I am here. Are you going to send the rest of the money? I'm like, this mother. Are you going to send the rest of the money? Hey, man, didn't I just tell you? I ain't no fool. I've been trying to get your ass back. You got me the first time. I ain't stupid. I ain't going to keep sending you money and the bank account, the check bounced and the money is gone. And you keep talking about it ain't no problem. Send you more money. Man, I'll bust your head open to the white meat this month. Yeah, so it's some greedy people out there, y'all. Be careful. This thing, Deborah Ammons, cremation is the cheapest way to go. I don't like that. Now, yes, cremation is cheaper, and they made it cheaper. Why? Because they want to burn everybody up. I think this is part of the plan, because it says that in Christ's return that you're going to get resurrected, but if they get everybody to get burned up into dust and thrown into the water and thrown into the whatever, people think that's so cool. I want to get burned and then throw me into the water so I could be with the earth. You ain't dancing with wolves. What is you doing? I think that's really bad. People, I don't want the worms eat me. Why not? You was eating up everything on earth. All this time you was alive, you ate up every damn thing. So give some back. You come eat this. Hey, I'm part of the cycle of life. I ate bugs on accident and meat and everything. So it's time for me to give back. Y'all could come eat on this meat. I got a nice, 12 inches of meat to give. Buffet time. You know what I'm saying? You get some of this meat. Enjoy. Nah, man. Your body is a shell. Your body is your home. It's your car. So when you getting resurrected, you homeless. You homeless. How you gonna get resurrected? They're gonna be like, man, you got it. You burnt your house. You an arsonist. You burnt your house down. You ain't want it. You say what? You ain't need it no more. See, that's that Viking pagan stuff. The pagans and the Vikings used to make pyres and burn. They didn't have a belief system. And now, if you know anything about Illuminati and things, and people look into this stuff, one world government, no religion, take away a lot of different things, and then they get people to buy into this because of money. Hey, you ain't got to buy the most expensive casket. For me, there ain't gonna be no gold. I ain't King Tut. Ain't no grave robberies. Ain't nobody trying to break in and steal nothing, get whatever. I know people be worried about 4,000-5,000 for a cremation. Hey, look, you can give me a plastic box. Just give me a pine box. I'm dead. Ain't like I need to be comfortable. So, you know, I'm good. Don't even bury me that deep because I don't want to have to dig out that much. You know, I want my body to be reborn. I want to get up and walk again. I don't know. Maybe I look at it differently and have more value in my body, think about it differently. And so I want to come back. I don't want to burn it up. I may not come back, though, because I ain't necessarily been a Boy Scout. Actually, I was. That's probably why I won't come back now. Oh, you was one of them? Was you a cutie? Nah, but yeah, man, I don't know. If you had a body just a shell, that's true. Damien Kenny, in the resurrection, all will be changed anyway. Yeah, well, it didn't say all will be changed. It say all will be reborn, brought anew. I mean, that means you're going to be the same. It's just going to be a new one. If you change, then you ain't going to look the same and you ain't going to be the same. So I think you get a refresh, you know, get born again, reborn, rebirth. I don't know. It's up to everybody's interpretation at the end of the day, because when you try to force somebody to believe what you believe, that's a problem. I don't agree with that. And also, we all gonna have to go through our own thing on our own. So even if I believe this and whatever, that's on me, you know, and whatever somebody else believes, that's on them. A lot of times people want to make everybody believe the same thing because that's another part of confirmation bias. You feel better because what you say or believe, everybody agree with you. So you feel like you're right. And in the end, I don't know if it's a right or wrong with stuff like that. It's your choice, your soul, it's your body, it's your life, it's your, you know, whatever happens, you know, I don't know. It's all I believe. Some people believe nothing, some people believe everything. I don't know. I don't want no I don't know, man. Maybe they may come up in the future in science and DNA and bring you back. But then again, you ain't most people ain't special enough to want to be brought back. And then the people they probably try to bring back is some Hitler type people or Genghis Khan or something. Who knows? But anyway, with that, when people talk about cloning and being brought back and all of that conspiracy stuff, the problem I have with the cloning and things when they be talking about like Gucci Man cloned, all of this stuff, is that if you are cloned, I do believe cloning is available. I mean, well, it ain't even me believing it. It's a fact. Remember that Chinese dude cloned with CRISPR. He cloned that kid. He basically genetically modified that child. And they can clone people, but then they put him in jail and didn't want him to do it. But then he out of jail and they got to take. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. But here's the thing with the cloning is that how could they have your memories though? So you can be a clone of me and have my exact look and body and stuff. Plus, also, I don't believe that they can clone a person and then make them big. Like if you are cloned, I think they would be a baby. I don't know if you can make a clone and make them big like Gucci Man, make them 30 years old. Now, I did see the movie The Sixth Day, which is good. And they were making like a clone full body size. They can make all kind of clones. But I don't know. I think that cloning today is that they can clone your DNA. These are my opinions and thoughts based off of whatever I've seen in life and read. But I believe they can clone a person, but that clone will be a baby. And also, it doesn't have your memories, your mind. I don't think they can clone your mind yet. They're working on it. It's a bunch of movies where they're trying to download your consciousness into computers and things and upload this and do that. And maybe they'll figure out a way, especially with Neuralink, with Elon Musk and Neuralink. Maybe they'll have it where it starts downloading your mind and mapping your mind. And then you have a clone. And then they can download your mind and thoughts into that new clone through Neuralink. Then people like Elon Musk or whatever will live forever, because you have to think they don't want to answer. So that's another thing with the spirituality and things, is that a lot of people believe once we gone, it's judgment. You got to answer for this or speak for that. And if you live forever, you ain't never going to have that conversation. So anyway, see, I'm losing some people on the cloning. So I ain't gonna keep it going too long on that subject. But gotta be out here, man. Just be vigilant and make the most of every day, because it's a lot of stuff out of our control. I'm not saying just give up and say forget it, but hey, we gotta be living our life, make the most out of every day, be happy as best you can, whether it's having a good meal or a nice walk or whatever. You know, it don't have to be money. That's the key. Does not make you happy. You know, that's why so many people that's wealthy or rich that they're not that happy. Money can give you freedom and opportunity. You want to go here, you wanted to have this, do that. But in the end of the day, you have to have something else to make you happy. Anyway, get up out of here. You say they cloned Tyrone, huh? We cloned people walking around among us. We cloned people walking around among us. You lost me on this one, Deborah. What do you mean we cloned people that are walking? You mean clone people are walking around us? Yeah, Dolly, it was a sheep. Dolly was a sheep. And Dolly the sheep was cloned in the 80s. I remember that. So anyway, they cloned Tyrone. Did I do a review for that? I think I did. I meant to, at least. Anyway, I'm get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for your support. Please, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, because a lot of people say they ain't been getting the notifications. And I'm going to start doing different content. I know I've been saying this a little bit and trying to do things. Believe me, I have been working on it. It's a little difficult. And then having some other home drama and stuff has really been difficult for me. But I have not given up. I keep hope alive. Anyway, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. That way you get the notifications when I go live. I'm also planning a couple new projects and things, so stay tuned to that. And thank you for all the super chat and support. And whether you just watching or a thumbs up or a comment or a super chat, all of it is appreciated and needed. And if you did all the above, you a star, you a OG. You know what I'm saying? You part of the inner circle. Anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. I hope everybody be safe. I'm gonna try to come live tomorrow and break down a few more things because I want to try to break down these last Raising Kanan theories before this first episode. And also I want to talk about Severance as well. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to all those spots so you get them notifications. Be safe, buckle up, and I'm out of here. Deuces.